Fitness, nutrition, mindset, and accountability community. I'm a little thrown off today. We are going live just via Facebook. Normally, you guys get all those emails about clicking that Zoom link. If you are trying to get in the Zoom room, there has been some tech issues where Zoom and Facebook are no longer going to communicate and be very fun this week. So to make sure you guys still were able to show up live and to be here live, because I know a lot of you are watching on Facebook. So if you are watching on Facebook, drop hashtag live in the comments right now. Let me know you are here. Let me know if you can hear me okay. It takes me a second to get my bearings because I'm doing a different system on my end. So, welcome to the Busy Moms Fitness, Nutrition, Mindset, and Accountability community. I am super excited. This community is for busy moms and busy women who are ready to feel more confident, put time into themselves without having to give up extra time in their day, learn how to meal plan and prep, learn simple, easy exercises that they are going to see strength gains as well as be able to change their body in the way that they would like to. So, as we move into today, best way to get the most out of these calls is by watching. If you see me go live, jump in, watch live right here, drop hashtag live in the comments, let us know who you are and where you're from. If you're not able to watch live and you're watching the replay, drop hashtag replay in the comments below. Let me know you are watching. Same thing, who you are and where you're from. We also do a replay on YouTube. So this will be pulled from Facebook, or we'll download it, and then we'll upload a replay also on YouTube. So you can watch in a few different ways. That being said, today we're going to be talking about how to maintain your weight this holiday season. And this is something that I get asked a ton. I get asked this question a lot, but I also get the question of how do I lose weight during the holidays? So first thing, I actually had this conversation with a few people earlier this week, is they had these very lofty weight loss goals. And I try to tell people that you could go lose a bunch of weight and you could do a crash diet, you could excessively exercise, you would give all the fun things that you enjoy. And you could absolutely do that, but it would not be sustainable. And trying to do something like that in the midst of the holiday season, when we are tempted by so many awesome things, there's drinks, there's parties, there's food, there's all the goodies, knowing that trying to lose a bunch of weight during the holidays is not ideal. So instead, we talk about how do we just maintain the weight we have? How do we make sure that we still continue to feel good, that those clothes don't get tighter as all those holiday meals happen? So one of the things that we're going to be talking about today is actually 4 different actions that you can start performing today to help you maintain the weight during the holiday season. In the Commit to Your Health program, which is a women's only program that I run annually, it's for busy moms and busy women who want to maintain their weight, who want to feel more confident, who want to make sure that they give time to themselves, especially as the stress rises. And when we're able to take care of ourselves in these 4 things I'm going to talk about today, and if you stay consistent, you stay accountable with these, you are going to sleep better, your stress is going to be lower, and you're actually going to be able to enjoy the holidays without feeling on edge all the time. So today I really want you to focus on these 4 little actions, and you can take these 4 little actions, you can track them in your own way, you can follow through with them however you would like. But in the Commit to Your Health program, we focus on these 4 main actions. I am your one-on-one accountability partner. It is a group coaching program, so you also get all the support from some badass women in the group. And it's a really awesome place to help implement and start making sustainable changes to your lifestyle that are going to last you through the holidays, and then we build on them. So that is why we're doing today's training. Is I get this question a lot about how do I maintain or how do I lose, and I really want your focus to be is how do you just maintain your weight this holiday season where you still get to enjoy all the things you love without having to give them up, by getting to indulge in the Thanksgiving stuffing, which is like one of my favorites, but at the same time not feeling like every time you go to enjoy one of your pieces of food that you enjoy, your pants, you just know they're going to feel tighter. So we're going to talk through a few things today. So as we get into it, if you want to sign up for the Commit to Your Health program, I will be talking about it one more time next week. Next Friday is doors closing, so that will be their absolutely last chance to get in because we are starting Thanksgiving week. It runs from November 19th all the way through January 6th. We've got weekly coaching calls. We've got one-on-one accountability. It's me holding you accountable and showing up and saying, hey, I see this is not working. How can we fix this? What can we do and find a way to make sure this works? Or, hey, you're crushing it. Keep it up. Keep celebrating those wins. So it works on both sides. So today, like I said, we're going to be focusing on 4 main things, and this is kind of the how. This is the how behind maintaining your weight. And the first one that we're going to talk about is 30 minutes of daily intentional movement. And reason being is there's a lot of benefits to movement that you've heard me talk about. In the program, we dive into each 4 of these really deep. So I'm giving you more of a general and I'm telling you the steps. In the program, we dive in a little deeper and we actually learn a little bit more about the why behind it. But when we are doing our 30 minutes of movement, we want to ensure that the movement is something that's going to get our heart rate up just a little bit. It's making sure that we are going for 30 minutes because it's something like I find we use time as I don't have enough time. And really, out of these 4 actions, your 30 minutes of movement is the only thing that should take extra time out of your day. And does not have to be walking outside, doesn't have to be running, does not have to be biking. It can be strength training, it can be yoga, it can be whatever type of intentional movement. And if you're unsure if, does this count? Ask. In the program, I give you an entire list of things, and I actually give you 3 classes a week for you to participate in. If you would like, if you want to do your own thing, that's fine too. But really listening to your body and getting those 30 minutes of intentional movement in daily. By doing that, you are going to feel less bloated. You're going to help your metabolism. You're going to help get some of that salt and that food and everything just moving. Our bodies feel better when we move. We're going to be less achy. And when we are less achy, we're less cranky. All the things pair 1 and 1. So with that being the case, making sure you get your 30 minutes of intentional movement in daily is that first thing that you need to focus on when you are trying to maintain your weight this holiday season. Because I hear a ton of people that are like, oh, I'm just going to wait and I'll sign up for the gym after the new year. No, stop. Sign up now. Start doing the thing now. Because if you wait till after, you're going to feel crummy during the holidays, and you're even going to feel more crummy about yourself after because of how far you let yourself go. So start now. Whether we work together in the Commit to Your Health program or you're doing it on your own, start now. Do not wait. Do not put yourself aside any longer. Start now. So next thing. Now, the second thing that we're going to focus on for those 7 weeks in the Commit to Your Health program that will help you maintain your weight is making sure that you consume 90 ounces of straight water per day. So the reason I've came up with this is I find, and I've done some research, and you could say men need 90 to 120 ounces, and women need 60 to 90 ounces for ideal, or we take our body weight and we divide it in half, and that's how many ounces we need. There's a few different ways. I have found that 90 ounces is optimal for all the clients I work with. When we focus on 90 ounces or right around there as close as we can get, we feel the best. Our joints move better, our skin is clear. It's going to help flush out some of that sodium bloat that we feel, because when we have all these holiday parties, somebody else is probably doing the majority of the cooking. There's potlucks, and we don't know what's going in that. It may be green bean casserole, but you don't know that Aunt Sally puts 4 sticks of butter in her green bean casserole. We don't know that stuff, or we don't know that we've just used a pound of salt to season that turkey. So it's really important that we focus on our hydration as well, not just to help our metabolism and not to just help flush the things out, but also one of the jokes that people always say is, if you're drinking 90 ounces a day, you don't have time for anything else in your day. So it's one of those where 90 ounces is going to help keep you full throughout the day as well. And I am one where if you are hungry, eat. But often, after we've had our first round at the Thanksgiving table, we don't sit and actually let our body rest and wait for 10 to 15 minutes. We're just like, oh, I want to go and have more again. So one of the good things that you can do is make sure you've got your water with you at the dinner table. Have your first round of Thanksgiving. Sit for 10 to 15 minutes. Let your body, let your stomach and your mind talk and say, am I actually still hungry? And if I am, go and get another plate. If not, sip on some water. Drink some water. Let your body actually start to catch up. And I find that those 90 ounces of water helps me slow down my eating, especially when the food's all really good. I tend to eat really fast because I just love it. But it's not great because I overeat, then I feel gross, and all those things happen. So 30 minutes of intentional movement every single day and 90 ounces of water. Those are the first 2 things to focus on when you are trying to maintain your weight this holiday season. The last 2 things are more focused on nutrition, and we dive deep into nutrition in this Commit to Your Health program because nutrition is kind of hard. It's something that people don't really like to talk about because nobody wants to be told you can or you cannot have something, because deep down we want our own freedom. So in the program, and the thing that I'm going to advise you to do is focus on 2 fist-sized servings of vegetables per day. I don't care what type of vegetables they are, but 2 fist-sized servings. And then I want you to have a palm-sized serving of protein at every single meal. Palm size right here, and or a deck of cards, whatever that visualization for you is. I find for me, I like looking down at my palm because I always have my hand with me. Vegetables are full of fiber, which is going to help fill you up. Protein, when paired with our carbs and our fats, are going to help keep our blood sugar levels more level all day long. So we have these less of these spikes and these crashes, where then we feel more tired, we feel lethargic, we feel cranky, we feel all these things. So if we can balance out our blood sugar levels, if we can help our body feel fuller, if we can make sure that we are giving our body what it needs and what it wants, going on and enjoying the brownie, the wine, or whatever else that may be is not an issue. It's not an issue because your body is not going to feel as crappy after as it would have if you didn't have any of that. And I can tell if we go a weekend or we go to a holiday party and I have not ate balanced meals leading up to that dinner, let's say Thanksgiving dinner, and I haven't really ate well earlier in the day, or I've skipped my meals, and then I get to that dinner and I don't have my vegetables and I don't get enough protein, I'm continuing to snack, which then leads to us consuming more calories, which then will lead to weight gain. Or I just feel gross. Like my skin feels oily, I feel bloated, I'm uncomfortable. And one of the things when it comes to maintaining our weight, and often we can create a lot of stress around our weight. And the more stressed we are and the higher our cortisol levels are, it's harder for us to actually lose weight and maintain. So it's really important that during these holiday season, you focus on your 30 minutes of intentional movement. You focus on 90 ounces of water daily. You focus on 2 fistfuls of vegetables every single day. Palm-sized serving of protein at every single meal. And you know how to manage your stress and you are getting sleep. Inside the Commit to Your Health program, we will be diving into sleep, stress management. We will be diving into those every single week. We've got a group call, we've got a kickoff call, followed by a water, a movement, vegetable, protein, and so on and so forth. So it's really important that we are taking care of ourselves. This is a time when we are stressed to the max. We have 100,000 things on our plate. And us putting 30 minutes aside for us is probably not the thing that we know is like, I don't have time for that. When really, you need to have time for that, because if not, you are not going to be able to be there how you want to be there. And we probably can look back at other holidays and think, wow, I don't even remember that holiday. So with that being the case, I've added the link here as you are watching live. I've added the link so if you would like to join the Commit to Your Health program, it is a women's only program. We've got some awesome women in there right now. I'm super excited. As it gets closer, I just get more and more excited because I only run it one time a year, so it's always super fun, and I love hearing what other people have for recipes, tips. We do a ton of swapping and communication inside that group, not just between me and you, but you and the other women, because I can guarantee a lot of us feel lonely during this time as well because we're doing a ton of things. So it's a great place to connect, communicate with one another, have recipes, have fun, learn, take care of yourself, and come out of this holiday season feeling the best you could have been, rather than leaving and saying, oh, I could have done better. Like, oh, I just feel horrible. Like, no, I want you to walk out of the holiday season. I want you to complete this program on January 6th like you feel like $1,000,000. Like, I feel great. Like, my pants still fit. Like, all of those feelings. So you can do one of 2 things. You can either click that link above my head, I believe that's where it's at, or maybe it's below me. Like I said, I don't go Facebook Live very often from Facebook directly. So wherever that link is, click that link, sign up, get started. If you have any questions, drop help in the comments below. I will reach out to you. I will get you answers. We'll even see if it's a good fit. If you're like, I just don't know. If you are unsure and you're even just thinking about it, send me a message or drop help and we will talk it through. The other thing is if you choose to do this on your own, it's really important that you focus on the 4 things I talked about, but not just focus on them, but track them, reflect on them, create a plan. How are you actually going to make sure you get your veggies in? How are you going to make sure you get your protein in? How are you going to make sure you get your walk in? We go through all those action steps. I essentially helped you. I hand it over to you. I'm like, okay, this is the plan. Now execute. Whereas when you do it on your own, there's more steps behind the scenes that you have to complete. Both ways work. But if you would like some extra guidance this holiday season and you'd like to work with me one-on-one and in a group setting for the next 7 weeks, make sure to either drop the word commit, drop the word help if you've got some questions, or click that link above or below me to make sure that you jump in and sign up before next Friday, November 17th. So on that note, we are going to jump on off here. Remember, the 4 things to remember this holiday season to make sure that you maintain and not gain is 30 minutes of intentional movement every single day, 90 ounces of water every single day, 2 fistfuls of vegetables every single day, and a palm-sized serving of protein at every single meal. So if you have any questions at all, drop them in the comments. I would also love to know, if you're here and you've made it to the end, what was your biggest insight from today's training? Drop it in the comments, let me know, and I will talk to you all soon. Have a great rest of your day.